Because of my prestige in the hobby, I was personally invited to the Fanatics Collectibles and London Card Show trade night at the Fanatics Collectibles store on Regent Street in London. I didn't know what to expect. I've never been to a trade night before, so I packed up tons of trade stuff. Managed to get myself a comfy seat on the train, a lovely one, leant up against a bin. But it's okay, I've got my coffee in my manly mug, a lovely single origin from Kenya. 10 points for those in the comments who can name the legend on my socks given the iconic celebration. This was not only my first trade night ever, this was also my first time to the store, so first I wanted to take a nice look around. Hopefully you can get a good idea of what the store's about. Lots of high-end stuff, lots of graded, and loads of sealed product as you'd expect. These were the only hockey cards I found in the store. Just a couple of random thoughts on the event as well. It was really great, but I think I really limited my own enjoyment of the event by being quite socially awkward and not just getting stuck in and having conversations with people. Because the conversations I had were really good and the people I spoke to were all really friendly. I'll speak a little bit more about that at the end. This is more my speed, 10, 15, 20 pound cards, but nothing really for me there. There were free drinks as well at the event, so you can see there with my little beer and my wristband. And that is a beautiful Raichu card, one I already own actually, but not graded, but I don't really care about that. Later in the evening, people were setting up on tables and putting out what they have for trade. And then they did a kind of box break of Disney for show.
Personal favourite for a zone? Thank you. Mickey Mouse?
They were very kindly giving away the cards that they got out of the box. Later in the evening as well, I went over to one of the guys on the Pokemon table and had a flick through his binder. And I picked out a couple of cards I was interested in, traded those two there for the Electrike in my binder at the top. That's me here trying to set up this weird mechanical arm thing. Could not figure that out. I may as well have been trying to fly a rocket ship, but I just wanted to rip a single pack, and I thought whilst I was at the show with an actual reasonable setup, that'd be a good opportunity. The crowds didn't gather around this huge value break for some reason, but I did get a nice Lewis Dunk Chrome King. And one of the highlights of the evening was just watching people rip boxes. So you can see there's GBW, Roman Kemp, and then Harry from the London Card Show ripping a box each. And they got Steven Gerrard Chrome King autos 25. And actually I was able to take away a Phil Neville auto for myself. And I ended my evening wanting to go to Bleecker Street, but it was a queue outside, so I didn't bother. I went to the chicken shop on Baker Street. So I'm back now and I'll just share a few more thoughts about how the event went and the pickups I got. I showed you these two Pokemon cards that I got. The Jolteon is going to go in my Kanto Pokedex binder, which I'm building. I really like the cards to be unusual, so this is a great pickup for me. And the Squirtle, I just collect Squirtle cards. I said that I limited my own enjoyment. I think what I should have really done is just set up on one of the Pokemon tables, chat to the Pokemon people and get my binder out, because it's a lot easier for me to find Pokemon cards I like and want than it is football cards, this sort of thing. And then I showed the Phil Neville autograph. I basically watched those three guys rip those boxes, and Roman Kemp was there. Seemed like a really lovely chap in the 5-second interaction I had with him. He basically ripped his box, took the big hits out for him, and then said to everyone around, "Does anybody want these cards?" Which is very kind of him. Everyone was being very polite, so I said, "Well, I'll take a Phil Neville auto." So this is going on eBay. Roman Kemp pack pulled, eBay 101. I also got the chance to flick through the rest of the stuff that was there because he didn't want that either. And I was able to grab this Gareth Bale Chrome King. And I was also able to grab this Dean Henderson base card, which is the only base card I really want from the set, for my PC.